Hey you all, and good morning. It's another beautiful day in Las Vegas. I was gonna say the city that never sleeps, but I think that's New York. What is it they call Las Vegas? Oh yeah, Sin City, the city of sin. But they're actually, you know, just kind of figuring out Las Vegas and how Las Vegas works. There actually was a time where Vegas tried to shed its image of sinfulness in the 1990s. They actually tried to retheme or recast Las Vegas as a family-friendly vacation spot. They wanted to encourage families to bring their kids to Las Vegas, and that was where a lot of these really cool attractions came from. They kind of almost tried to make it like almost a Disney-esque experience. These different casinos had very child-friendly, very impressive shows, and they installed roller coasters and dark rides. But it turned out in the early 2000s, they started realizing that this was not working. They did not want a bunch of kids coming to Las Vegas because, I guess, kids do not gamble, kids do not drink massive amounts of liquor. So Vegas tried to revert back to Sin City, and that's when they first came out with that that campaign. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So basically they switched from, hey, bring the family, to, you are going to do unspeakable things here. It was a very drastic shift in the narrative. But anyways, I'm loving my time here in Las Vegas, and we're gonna start today out by visiting an old friend. We are gonna stop by Captain Steve's Mermaid Grotto, Shanghai Bar and Museum of Curiosities. Follow me. Looks like Captain Steve has left out his carpet bag that he traveled around the world with. And here we are, Captain Steve's Mermaid Grotto, a Shanghai steampunk tiki bar, as well as a museum of curiosities. All right, check this out. All these curiosities, oddities hanging out in the walls and ceiling. Is this new here? This?
Yes, that's a grindalo.
A grindalo.
They're a creature from Great Britain. I think it's Lancashire mostly, and they kind of hang out in the swamps and waters, and they'll nab you if you get too close to the water's edge.
Clabbert.
Yeah.
That's one I have not heard of.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can't see it, unfortunately, the way it's hanging up there, but on top of his head, there's a little red sort of pustule thing.
A pustule on his head, okay.
Yeah, on the top of his head. Glow red if the thing feels danger. So
there's like a little alarm that goes off on his head.
yeah, in medieval times, people like to have those things in their home because they were sort of like an early warning. Nasty species of goblin. They would just soon murder you to say hello.
Nice.
And what they would do is they get their name because they would dip their caps in the blood of their victims.
So you got a new Fiji mermaid there?
Yeah.
Very cool. So how many we got? You got the big one, one up there.
Big skeleton up there, and then we got
there's another
kind of creepy one over there.
Oh, this is a mummified water sprite.
Yeah.
Then we got the Mongolian death worm.
Yeah. And over in the other jar on the other side is a Tully monster.
Tully monster?
Yeah. Monty, the two-headed python.
Oh, there he is.
Unicorn skull.
Oh, the unicorn skull right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this little guy right here growing out of the pot.
Oh, that's a mandrake.
A mandrake. Oh yeah, that's from Harry Potter. And then a vampire heart there with a stake through it.
Yeah. Now, once again, allegedly, that's the heart of a vampire named Auguste de Lagrange, who lived in New Orleans back in the early 1900s.
Got a Medusa head over there?
Yeah, that's a gorgon.
A Gorgon.
Yeah, and that it happens to be a Celtic gorgon. Now, you know, most people associate gorgons with Greece because of Medusa, but they actually came from all over the place. And what's interesting, and a lot of people don't know, is that the type of snakes on their heads are always indigenous to the area where they came from. So this particular gal, her name was Dushiba. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. In Irish,
You can see
it
from there.
means dark beauty, and she was contemporary with St. Patrick. Now, when St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland, she had to go too for obvious reasons. And even in death, a gorgon has the power to turn people to stone. So we have the mirror set up so that you can see her beautiful face
without having to look directly into the eyes.
Exactly, yeah.
Makes sense.
That's Jacqueline, the alligator girl.
Jacqueline the alligator girl.
Yeah.
I've heard of Jake the alligator boy. I guess that is a
Yes.
counterpart.
Yes, exactly.
The head of Edward Mordrake.
Yeah. He was a 19th century nobleman over in England, and he had a parasitic twin, which presented itself as a second face on the back of his head. It drove him insane eventually. He swore that the twin would whisper things in his brain.
Oh my god.
And things that he described. How does the passage go? Things only appropriately heard in hell. What this thing is right here is a whip, and it's made out of human vertebrae, human spine bones, and it belongs to a thing called a Doulahan.
A Doulahan?
Headless horseman, black horse, long black cape, the whole 9 yards.
So this particular Robert the doll recreation actually has, someone took this to the actual Robert and asked Robert to like possess or connect somehow with the doll.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
All right, Jersey Devil footprint. Is that a hoof?
Yeah.
Okay. Right next to the headless horseman horseshoe. Oh, and that is a sea unicorn.
Yeah, sea unicorn, exactly. Water sprite or something down there that's new.
Oh yeah, there we go. Very cool.
It's new. And it is allegedly one of the 13 crystal skulls that are supposed to someday come together, and when they do, they'll impart a lot of wisdom or something.
Baby Loch Ness monster. The box there.
I believe that P.T. Travers got that notion from the Billywig, because the Aboriginal legend of the Billywig is that if it stings you, it will make you laugh, and that in turn will make you fly.
Of course, coming to Captain Steve's grotto to have the traditional Mai Tai. A butterfly knife. Limes cut with a butterfly knife.
Skill. There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, very good.
She was so pretty. I didn't want her to decompose. I had a glass coffin made for her, like Snow White. She's cute and all, but what she's sitting on there is a flesh-eating toad from Madagascar.
Oh yeah, I noticed it's got the pointy teeth.
So a huge thank you to Captain Steve for again inviting me into his wonderful Mermaid Grotto, Shanghai Bar and Curiosity Museum. An absolute pleasure to stop by and see what is new in the museum. Very honored to be, one of the few invited guests to be able to check out his amazing collection. But now, it's time to head and check into our hotel for the evening.
Looking down the strip, you can see some of the hotels we've previously stayed in. There's New York, New York. There is Excalibur. And here, our hotel for this evening, the Luxor, the Egyptian-themed hotel and casino. You can see the Sphinx out there and the pyramid-shaped hotel. So yeah, as you can see, I'm a big sucker for the themed hotels. So tonight's theme, Ancient Egypt. Very excited to be able to sleep in a pyramid, just like King Tut did for thousands and thousands of years. Walking under the giant Luxor spire, and look at this, I think these are some sort of baboon gods. You can see the mighty pharaoh sitting there with all these little Egyptian goat monsters. This actually is normally a tram that runs to different casinos along the strip, but apparently this is still closed due to the pandemic. Heading in through these classic Egyptian sculptures. So here at the front desk, getting ready to check in. You can look up and see how the pyramid structure looks from the inside here. Pretty cool. Alright, here we are on the 17th floor of the West Tower. So I do not believe we're actually staying in the pyramid itself. I think this is an auxiliary tower. Hallways actually look very nice here. Alright, and it is that time. It is time for our hotel room reveal. Okay, this is actually really nice looking. Got the two queens, but got the, actually let's turn the lights on. I think that would be a good start. Oh, got a little light here over the sitting area on these two nice, clean looking chairs. This is, oh look, and they stick to the theme too. We got a desert scene. Oh, let's try the pillows. Pillows seem decent. This is a little sitting area. Got where I was sitting at videos and check out the closet. I must say, this is maybe just like the cleanest room I've been in so far. Oh, our view is obstructed a little bit. Not obstructed by a building, but I think they actually, yeah, if you can look over there on the other side of the building, there's some sort of advertisement plastered on the side of the building. I think it's for Blue Man Group. So that's actually distorting our view, but I guess it helps block out the sun as well. So we're not facing the strip, but you can see the freeway from there. And this is, I guess they call this the ziggurat tower, because it's shaped like a ziggurat, which is a different type of pyramid. But all right, let's go see the bathroom. Very nice. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Separate bathtub, very clean looking. Standing shower. Nice. The picture of the desert. Nice. Hey guys. So yeah, this is bordering on schwanky.
So I haven't been getting into the pricing of these hotels too much, but I'm paying around the same general area. I've paid under $100 for every hotel. I've not paid $100 for any of the hotels that you see me stay in. So probably around that 60, 70, 80 range is what we are been looking at. And I would say this is probably, so far all the hotels I've stayed at, I think this is probably the nicest room that I've gotten for my money.
Let's go check out the rest of the resort. They do have a Titanic exhibit within the hotel here. You can see the grand Egyptian statues here, and this fountain in the lobby. I guess there's escalators to take us up to the next floor. All right, taking the escalator up to the, I guess the second floor of the pyramid. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer. I was hoping to get some tickets to check out the Titanic exhibit. Unfortunately, they're completely sold out of tickets to the Titanic. Sold out of the bodies exhibit as well. I guess the lesson here is get your tickets in advance. See the Sphinx there next to this tower. And they got some lighting effects there. You can see the hieroglyphics flashing, changing colors. Yeah, definitely impressive standing right in the middle of the pyramid here. This elevator supposedly goes at an angle. You can definitely feel the pull to the side. Can't really see that you're going sideways, but you can feel it go a little differently. Oh, okay. So just got off the elevator at the 26th floor. And, oh wow. You can look down at the second floor there. Yeah, you can see how that's angled. There's actually the elevator is in that, and it comes up at an angle. It's a really kind of disorientating feeling. It's really hard to describe, and obviously it's really hard to show you what a sideways elevator is. It'd be really cool if they had a sideways glass elevator so let you see, but you definitely, like, stepping off the elevator, definitely felt a little wobbly-legged, a little disorientated. I can look off the balcony here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. There's the Titanic exhibit that we're not going to get to see. And, yeah, very interesting. Oh yeah, look at, just the architecture is very interesting. I mean, obviously the architecture of a pyramid is interesting in its own, but like, when you think about how the rooms are set, how the bottom ones are set further away, very, very interesting. I wish I could have stayed in one of these rooms, but they put me in the tower next door. So yeah, I can definitely feel, like, you feel the pull, instead of feeling pull up and down, it's like pulling diagonally down this way. Just a really weird feeling. Yeah, you can hear it kind of rattle too. It sounds differently than a normal elevator. Ooh. Alright, gonna head out into this bright, shiny town and find ourselves some dinner. So this was a recommendation from you guys to eat at Ellis Island. It's a little casino and restaurant over here just right off the strip. See, it is advertised as casino, cafe, and barbecue. I don't know if it's like a southern barbecue style restaurant, but we'll check it out. There's actually several restaurants in here, but I think we're going to check out the Village Pub and Cafe. Start off with a bowl of chicken noodle soup. Got some big pieces of chicken in there. Delightful. Now this is a proper Vegas meal. A big slab of rare prime rib, got horseradish, au jus, green beans, some baked potatoes. Oh my gosh. I feel like I've been waiting all week for this. I always like a little horseradish on it. Whoa. It's perfect. So good. Just look how thick that is. That is a massive piece of meat right there. Not the biggest I've ever seen, but pretty big.
As always, a card-carrying member of the Clean Plate Club. Stopped off here in the Chinatown section of Las Vegas. So I wanted to check out the Golden Tiki. It's a tiki bar. This is actually a recommendation from Captain Steve, so figured we'd better take a look. Some very cool tiki shields out here in front of the bar. Above the entrance here, you can see all these arrows that have been fired into the facade. Yes, absolutely wonderful tiki environment in here. You can see above the bar, see the night sky with some shooting stars. Above the bar there you can see Wilson being eaten by a giant clam. Okay, so I was gonna order a drink here. I couldn't make up my mind. I was talking with the bartender. She said that anything with a flame next to it means the drink is served on fire. So I desperately wanted to drink something that was on fire. So I went with the Navy Grog. Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, do I blow it out first, or?
I suggest that.
Okay.
I definitely suggest that. I'm going to give you a couple of straws on the side. Just make sure you wait till the flames out to throw those straws in there too.
Okay, then I don't want the straws to melt. All right, guess this requires mash to be out. This is Jamaican rum, Jamaican and white rum with lime juice, honey, and grapefruit. So it's very strong, but very good. Definitely taste the rum there, but I taste the grapefruit, lime as well. Very good drink. Notice that hanging above my head, I didn't even realize it, but there's a Fiji mermaid hanging from the ceiling right next to that disco ball. Okay, in this room here, the bartender, she had suggested I peek in one of these peepholes. Oh, it's a naked dude. A human face fish right there. And this right here is beyond amazing. This is a celebrity collection of shrunken heads. All these are different celebrities. We have Divine and John Waters. That's Al Mancini. I don't know who that is. I have the Goblin King, David Bowie. Some of these are bartenders who worked here. That's Ivana Blaze. This is Asia. She was a cocktail server. This one right here is Rob Zombie. It says this is the bassist from Five Finger Death Punch. See Ernest Hemingway there. Angelo Moore from Fishbone. There's Professor Rexdart, who says he's a historian. Don't know who all these people are. Tony Felicita. Right here is Hunter S. Thompson. And oh, there's Nicholas Cage. Charles Bukowski over here. You see these are different mayors of Las Vegas. Debbie Harry from Blondie. Oh look, there's Walt Disney as a shrunken head. There's certain things in this bathroom I cannot show you. There's all these skulls, but yeah, the other side behind me there's wallpaper with pornography on it. Is that a hidden Mickey? It says that is a human insect, half man, half bug. Here we have some more celebrity shrunken heads. There's the famous shrunken head from Beetlejuice. And we have Tim Burton. They're the owners of the Golden Tiki, Brandon and Lisa Powers. That is Chris Angel, magician from here in Las Vegas. Flavor Flav, you can see his grill there. This one's not labeled, I'm not sure who that is. That's Eric Estrada from Chips. And this is, I believe this is, okay, this is the cast of Pawn Stars.
There's the Toxic Avenger, along with Lloyd Kaufman, who once told me I was light in the loafers. Then we have a mermaid, naturally mummified, and that's Evel Knievel right there. This piratey man right here. It's a nice little relaxing area in the back of the bar. Yeah, all sorts of just odd things on the walls, including this two-headed guinea fowl from Skull Island. There's a shrunken Zach Bagans back there. Little clam-shaped bench for people to get selfies on. And just more shrunken heads. There's so many of these famous shrunken heads. There's shrunken Tom Green, Vince Neil from Motley Crue, some sort of strange alligator creature in that cage right there. Looks like the world's strongest bird has freed itself from its cage. See that beam of light that comes out of the top of the Luxor at night. You can see that beam of light anywhere in Vegas. Know that it's leading back to the Luxor, and this is the swimming area. That right there, that's not a water slide, I don't think. I think that's just a fountain. I think that would be too dangerous to be a water slide. And this is where I'm staying, the Ziggurat Tower right there. And you see there's that Blue Man Group advertisement plastered on the side. That's kind of fogs the window a little bit so we wouldn't see through it very well. I think my room is right about there. See the lights dancing there on the corners.
So yes, 2 tiki bars in one day and 2 alcoholic adult beverages in one day, which is probably as many as I've had in the past year. But you know, when you're in a tiki bar, you got a tiki. So thank you again. Thank you everyone for joining me here on another wonderful night in Las Vegas. We got 2 more days of this trip. And after that, there will be a lot more videos from Las Vegas. As I've said, I've been filming other locations while doing these daily vlogs. Just locations that I feel deserve their own dedicated videos. And those will be coming out once I get home. And did want to thank you all again for watching. If you like these videos, please subscribe. That way you'll get notified when new videos come out. And if you do like these videos, again, there's a huge back catalog of videos. I've been to the 48 continental United States filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, and haunted houses in every single one. If you'd like other ways to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. Also selling some goodies down in the Etsy shop. All that information is in the description. All those things really help keep this train on the track, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until tomorrow morning, this one's in the bag.